Here we will provide a demo of the Factxis software. I'm going to load in the college's dataset. What we have with the software is a control panel here. We have different metrics for colleges here. We have a B-swarm diagram here where each dot represents a college. So say I want to learn a little bit more about Brown University. What I can do is type in Brown, and now I can see that Brown is now a red dot in the B-swarm. Brown has a high percentage of students who complete the college within 150% of the time they started. They have a very high average faculty salary. Let's take a look at the actual values here. We have a high SAT average. So on average, 1425. We have a very low admissions rate for Brown University. They're in the bottom 2%. Maybe if I wanted to see what other universities also have a low admissions rate, I can hold down the shift key and find colleges that have similar low admissions rate. I see that MIT, Columbia, Yale, etc. have the low admissions rate. Now I want to look at Yale University. So now I can click on here and I can see that they have an even lower admissions rate and they have a very, very high ACT median. If I wanted to cluster some of these points, what I can do is press the distributed button and I can see that now the percentages cluster. If I wanted to take another look at another type of variable, all I have to do is just click on that variable. Okay, one of the next things that I can do is put a filter in. So might want to filter in data to say, I want my, let's say, average cost to be greater than $30,000. And now I'm left with the schools that have an average cost of greater than $30,000. Perhaps I want it to be less than $30,000. And so I can go in and choose another variable that maybe I want a high SAT average, but I want low cost. And so these are the schools that I'm interested in looking at now. So I find at University of Michigan, University of Virginia, College of William and Mary, and Georgia Tech. Note that these are all public schools. Another thing that I can do is I can do color by feature. So let's say I'm interested in coloring by the different region that they're in. So now this is as applied colors to show me what region these different universities are in. For example, the dark purple are in the Great Plains region. You can see University of Nebraska here, University of Iowa, etc. And then one other thing that I can do is I can change the text to have the name of the college. Wow, those ones are looking pretty on top of each other. As I hover over, I can see perhaps the places that have a high average family income. I also could see maybe places that have high percentage of students who are American Indian. And I can see that the ones that floated to the top here tend to be in the Southwest. So that's the overview of Factxis here. One of the last things I can do is look at data that have outliers. And so these lists here show me how many times each college is in the top 95th percentile or in the bottom 5th percentile. These other two variables here are experimental, but essentially show the same thing.